friends. So today we are going to cook, our video is really going to be about making homemade chocolate fudge icing. But we're going to be baking a yellow cake with homemade chocolate fudge icing.
So we pre-made the cakes.
So we've already pre-made the cakes.
And the directions are on the back. So if you just make the cake, I recommend using half a cup of butter instead of oil, vegetable oil.
Yeah, that's Gracie's way of doing it, but you can just do it by the box. So just whatever is on sale, Betty Crocker, Duncan Hines, doesn't matter. So we've already made the cakes and we've got them over here cooling. That's the important thing, because before you put the icing on them, they need to be cool, and these just came out of the oven, so they're still hot. So, Gracie, let's get started on our icing. So first, you are going to need a whole stick of butter. So if you want to put the butter in there.
Why do I have to do it?
And we're just going to mix all of this up. All the ingredients, and of course the ingredients will be in the description. Right? So this is episode we don't know of Cooking with Gracie. We haven't been counting. All right.
I'm gonna...
No, you don't need to do anything yet.
I'm gonna just crush it up a little so it's easier to melt.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, it probably is.
So you go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to try to do this without glasses on. So we'll just
I wanted to do that.
And this is evaporated milk. And I like Pet the best, that name brand, but either one's fine. Okay, so recipe credits for this one. I don't know where I got this recipe. As you can see, it's on an index card, and I've had it for as long as I can remember. I'm sure at one time it was, I probably got it out of an old church cookbook, because this is a very old Southern recipe, and I just wrote it down on here. So we don't know where this originated from, but we're thankful for it, because it's our family's favorite homemade chocolate icing. All right, that's probably good enough, Gracie. It's fine, because you're just it's gonna melt in the pan, so you can just leave that in there.
Pour this whole thing?
Not the whole thing. You just need, here, use this one. You just need 6 ounces. So they're actually in this measuring cup. They're in here. Look.
Oh.
See where the 6 line is?
Mm-hmm.
So pour that in there. Yeah, you just, no particular order, you just mix all of this. Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect. Pour that in. And then you can just set that cup over there to the side. And then we're going to need 2.5 cups of sugar.
Oh, you do that.
So, let's see, is that 2 or 1? That is 1. Okay. It's a big cup.
2.5?
Yes. Lots of sugar. It's just like making sweet tea. Oh, we could do a video on sweet tea.
Yeah, we need to.
We do need to. All right, so there's 1. Dump that in.
Even I can like hardly remember how to make sweet tea.
Yeah, so you need that on a video, because that's how Cooking with Gracie got started, so that we could document all of our family favorite recipes. We're not trying to teach anybody how to cook. We're just sharing our family favorites. Make sure that's the cup.
Yeah.
All right.
A little extra sugar won't hurt.
Yeah, a little extra sugar never hurt anybody. And then we need 1 more half.
Okay.
Make sure that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dump that in. And
Stir
then,
it.
nope, not yet. We got to do our Hershey's Cocoa. So, and we need 3 tablespoons. Do you know why I leave the
Yeah, to
paper?
scrape it.
Uh-huh. Smart.
Smart.
Very smart. So there is one.
Also, another recommendation from Gracie, don't eat that stuff by itself. It's not as good as it looks.
Yeah, this is real cocoa, so it's bitter. It is not sweetened. Okay, there is 3. So now you can stir it. So we've got our stick of butter. We've got 2.5 cups of sugar, 6 ounces evaporated milk, and 3 tablespoons of cocoa. All right, and then just, stir that until the liquid is mixed in with all the powder.
Okay, now we're switching over to the eye.
Yeah, so now we gotta bring it over here and put it on the eye. And let me see, Gracie. I will turn this on. This one's the front. Which way is?
Blow is over here.
All right. So I'm gonna put that since we're cooking with gas
On medium heat.
for a minute. I'm gonna put it on medium. So now what we're gonna do, we are going to stir this pretty much constantly and bring it to a boil.
I'll stir it.
And then we're gonna let it boil for about 3 minutes, and then we're gonna turn the heat off and just wait for the icing to start to get hard. Okay, that's probably. All right, so we've got it boiling now, and we're gonna let it boil while we stir it constantly for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then we will turn off the heat and let it start to cool down. And as it cools down, it's going to get thick. Okay. All right. So we're back from our non-sponsored commercial break. We forgot to take a commercial break. All right. So I don't know how long we let this sit.
Ours took like 30 minutes.
You gotta get it, let it cool down to, and this may still not be done. We're going to test it and see. You just got to let it get thick. And also, sometimes that really can depend on the humidity outside. If it's real humid outside, then sometimes it'll take longer even.
But don't be alarmed if it takes longer than 10 minutes. It's
Oh, yeah, it'll take at least probably 30 minutes. All right, yeah, I think I may need a different spoon, but okay, we're just going to try it and see. So you just drizzle it on. And I do think this is done, because see how it's starting to get hard as soon as it hits the cake. Yeah, we need probably a different spoon. I don't think this spoon's going to do it. We need one that's a little, in this drawer over here, Ryan, get just a regular spoon, the biggest regular spoon there is. Like, yeah.
Well, there might be a bigger one.
It's fine.
No, that's a good size. That's about what I use at home. All right, so we're going to switch out these spoons. Okay.
Can I eat? Yeah.
Yeah, you can. It's hot though, so be careful.
Ow.
Told you. Yeah, imagine how hot it was when it was boiling.
You know what? Point the camera on me. You know what the texture reminds me of?
What?
Fudge.
You know those fudge sickles? It reminds me of that. It's like very grainy with sugar.
That is kind of like eat the spoon entirely.
Yes. Just don't burn yourself. So, all right, now this is going to be better. So you just take it and drizzle it around. Layer is going to be, we just want like a thin, oh yeah, this is perfect. If it were not cool enough, then it would just run straight off the cake. All right, Gracie, are you ready to start trying?
To eat it, yeah.
So the middle layer, it doesn't have to fall off of the edge quite yet. We just want to get it to the edge. Oh, I almost pulled the cake apart there.
I think that's good.
Okay. Here, hold the spoon, and we're going to add our second layer, and I'm going to let you finish off the frosting. Okay.
Yeah, flip it like that. Yeah.
You think like that? I'm going to put the second layer on, and then you're just going to do the same thing. Start from the center, and you can't touch the cake or you'll pull the cake apart. Does that make sense? Like it'll stick to your spoon. And then to do the edges, Gracie, let me show you real quick. And then you can finish
Can I
it
finish
off.
the top?
Well, that's how you do the edges. So when you're ready to go down the sides, you're just gonna get some icing and just go around the edge so that it's gonna start running down the side.
We'll do a Cooking with Ryan episode one day.
Okay. All right, do you understand? See how I did that? Okay. And it's starting to get hard. It'll start to get hard, so you might have to start working a little faster.
I'll make my famous paella.
That sounds good.
I don't want any.
You've never made paella in your entire life.
Ask my dad when we get there tonight.
Ask my dad. Ask my dad.
Gracie.
Maybe you won't come for dinner. How about that? You need cake.
All right, why don't you do this? I don't want to.
I'm gonna put mayonnaise on your burger, all over it, and sour cream on your French fries. Yeah.
All right, so this this video was actually about how to make the homemade chocolate fudge icing, not necessarily the cake. So we have Gracie, you're gonna put your elbow in the cake. We've got the cake completely iced, and we can't cut into it to do a taste test because you got to you've got to leave it sitting out on the counter for a couple of hours so that the icing gets really hard.
Mini cake.
So we're going to use vanilla wafers to do our taste test on the icing. All right. Cheers.
Okay, guess we're not cheersing.
Cheers. Cheers, Gracie.
I was too excited.
That was really good.
Put that on a cracker. You got some money.
Okay, so that is the end of our homemade chocolate fudge icing video.
This is my favorite chips and salsa.
Yes, it's kind of like chocolate fondue. All right, so until next time, that's a wrap.